I don't need to stress, I don't have to doubt, because money always flows into my bank account. I have more cash than I could ever count. It's more than enough. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. I know the universe always takes care of me. That's why I receive money abundantly in my reality.
Hello everyone. We are back after forever since I posted a new reading. I am going to try to be more consistent. It's just that I haven't found a balance between trying to also do the written readings and the recorded readings in between. It's difficult to focus on one or the other, and then I get distracted on topic and stuff like that. So doesn't matter. We're here. I'm going to try to record multiple readings today. Of course, we're going to do the Aries, what's the tea, because you guys have been waiting for long enough. So we're going to just explore that on what's the tea for Aries, and then we'll see what other readings I'm going to do today. But let's just go ahead and get started. Spirit, what's going on with Aries? What's going on with Aries? And I forgot to light up my incense, but that is fine. My Palo Santo, actually. So what's going on with Aries? What's the tea with Aries, Spirit? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have bad karma. What else? We have given money. Give me another one. Then we have an offer. Oh, boy. Wow, why are we already starting with something super heavy? And then we have boss daddy. Stable, rich, business owner, CEO, big dick energy. It's very interesting energy. I'm not going to lie to you. We have travel. So I feel like, I don't know if this is necessarily directed to you, Aries, but I feel like if you felt like you had bad karma when it comes to money, or you've dealt with somebody that had bad juju and stuff like that, so it wasn't really a good energy on their end. Maybe it was like a business partner or someone else in your same business field. They might have had bad juju and you felt that, and maybe there was like this investment, this opportunity that you needed to do, so you got an offer, like a financial offer from this person, but they had bad karma and they still have bad karma. So for you, what I'm feeling like right now is you may be dealing with a person who is just doesn't have good energy when it comes to their business. Maybe their practices are a little bit suspicious, and they may inflate how much they're making, how successful they are. They may not be fully authentic or their full authentic self. And so if they give you money, or if you accept this offer of investment, of actually expanding your own business with them or working with them, their energy is a little bit suspicious. So it wouldn't be like a very good opportunity for you at this time, and you should pass. But if not, we have I have another thing. So if you dealt with someone who had bad energy, or you felt like you've accumulated bad karma throughout the years, maybe by negative thinking, maybe by actually keeping money and not spending them, being afraid of spending your money, being afraid of investing in yourself, that's not necessarily what karma is. But you might have felt like you're just unlucky with money, like you had to hold on to every single dollar that you get. And so right now, maybe to unlock this and to become and be into this boss daddy energy, you need to start giving money. You need to start, and if people ask you, or you can help them, you need to start somewhere with giving, with working on your mindset when it comes to money, and probably look at it from the perspective of the boss daddy. What would you do, and how would you handle your money if you had all the money in the world, if money wasn't an issue? How would you deal with it? Because here is like very much related to career for you with the what's the tea. So like, this is what's coming towards you. This is what you might have dealt with. And when it comes to your business, I think you need to switch a little bit of your perspective and choose differently, or maybe look at it from a different perspective, because you may miss out on a good offer if you don't. So there is an offer coming towards you, one that's going to put you into financial security, into being very stable financially, rich, maybe opening your own business in the future, and having like this big dick energy. You've been acting like you have a small dick energy. Do you really want to continue in that type of energy, Aries? Like you guys are bold, you're risk takers, you are impulsive, but sometimes this works out in your favor, right? Because you listen to your heart. So if you have an idea, you continue on doing it, or you start to really put a lot of effort and energy from the beginning, and you start to figure it out. So like, don't operate from a small dick energy. That's not you're not suited for that type of energy, Aries. You are the big dick energy of the zodiac, and there's multiple zodiac signs that have it, but you, Aries, specifically, because you're a fire sign, and because you have all those qualities in which you're just a go-getter, a risk taker, you're focusing on your goals and getting what you want. That's where you need to be at. You don't need to shrink yourself to please others, or oh my god, I can't spend money, I can't give money away, I have a bad relationship with money, I have a bad relationship with this and that, oh my god, I'm gonna be stuck in this. Do you see how you're hindering your nature by doing that? Because this is conflicting with how you usually are. It's very much conflicting with how you usually are, because you're not in that kind of I don't know if I should do this, this is bad, this doesn't feel good, but I'm not doing anything about it. You're not the type of person or the type of zodiac placement to actually do that or be in that type of energy. So you're going against yourself, against your nature of actually, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to get this, I'm going to do that, this is what I want, blah blah blah. You need to be more into that energy. Return back to your whole authentic self, because I understand that life might have thrown a lot of shit at you and you try to adapt this way, but this is not the way to go, especially if you're manifesting, especially if that's something that's happening for you right now that you're trying to do. Don't be in a small money mindset or a small energy mindset in general. You don't have bad karma. This shit, if you decided, it doesn't impact you, it doesn't matter, it's nothing. Because you create your reality. You're the one who decides what's happening for you. So start working on your relationship with your money, and you're going to get an offer. Something is going to happen that's going to really launch you in, oh my god, my hand looked huge, really launch you in your financial career, in your financial status, in your money business oriented type of mindset. So for you right now, if you've been dealing with somebody who has bad juju, ignore them, don't give a shit about them, and just continue on actually moving forward and towards what you want. Don't focus on the smaller stuff, the insignificant stuff, because you're bigger than that, you're better than that. You can do this on your own, and you can recover from this if it already happened. But from now on, I feel like this is very in theme with Aries, very self-focused. So you may think you have the bad karma. That's why offers aren't coming to you. And the key here is, but that giving money. Are you okay with giving money away? Even if it's not like to other people, even if it's just spending them. You may need to travel a little bit. You may travel soon. Maybe you've been planning a trip that you wanted, and then it's like, oh my god, this is so much money, I can't spend it. Like, how do you know that you're not going to meet someone that's going to launch you on your trip? Right? How do you know that's not what's going to happen? You don't know the unfolding. Just focus on what you can actually have control on. Because then the first card that comes out is the devil for you, which is bad habits. Again, it's bad habits, bad coping mechanisms, things keeping you chained. And then we have another confirmation of an offer coming towards you. So like, this is everything going hand in hand. Even with tarot, you're going to have to find completion. You're going to find the completion of your journey, completion of something. This chapter is going to conclude. You're no longer going to be that person that has small dick energy if you just take the risks. You need to take the risk. And oh my god, see, this fell down, but it's the Hanged Man, which means that you're literally hanging. You're in a specific position of, I don't know what I should do right now. It's time to take action, but you're not taking action. You're not moving towards your dreams, towards what you want to do. Maybe you need to, I don't know, finish your business with somebody that you feel like has bad karma. Or you need to just complete the fucking patterns of feeling like maybe everyone is out to get you, or just the small dick kind of energy. You need to find a way in which you can be bold, not full of restrictions, not full of, I don't know what to do. This is like, you know, it's comfortable. It's not really what I want, but it's comfortable. It gets me there. It gets me through the months. I can pay things. I'm barely surviving, barely having money to do anything fun with that travel. But, you know, it's okay. You're kind of moving into a, and I don't mean absolutely no insult to Taurus, but earth signs, they're very stable type of energy. They seek and crave having stability, having something that they can count on. They don't like unpredictability that much. And you're kind of moving into earth sign energy. Like you've lost your way energetically from a zodiac perspective. You kind of are settling for less when it's not exciting. It puts a lot of restrictions on you. It puts a lot of restrictions on what you can do, on your potential. So you find yourself from on the opposite of the spectrum with, because you're so restricted and you're not in your element, you don't know what to do. You're confused. When Aries is usually gets an idea, goes after it, period. That's just how it goes. You may be hearing from them about what's happening, or they just gonna be keep it quiet, and then all of a sudden they're like CEOs, like in that, right? So you're go-getters. You're never this hangman type of energy in which you don't know what to do. You're reflecting on things too much. I mean, I'm not saying this is a bad thing. Some of them are very good qualities that you can find in the hangman type of energy, but not if it's accompanied by the devil. Not if it's accompanied by the devil. Take that out, right? Because the devil is a representative of Capricorn, and Capricorn, we all know that it's the daddy of the zodiac sign financially. But it doesn't matter, because you don't need this. You don't need the devil. You don't need the restrictions. You don't need the same structure that earth signs or Capricorns specifically may need in their journey to actually get where you need to go and become this boss daddy. You don't need that. You don't need all the restrictions. It doesn't make you feel fulfilled. It doesn't make you feel free. It doesn't make you feel like you can go after what you want and be a little bit more impulsive. Like, embrace this type of energy. Nobody's saying to not calculate big investments or big financial moves, but you started there with trying to get more practicality into your life. You've started there with big ones and actually reflecting on those ones, and now you're moving on a smaller scale and smaller scale and smaller scale, in which you're actually reflecting too much on everything or every little move, and that's not you. That is not your energy. If you feel restricted, if you feel like things aren't going the way that you want them to go, it's because you're restricting your energy and you're here. You can't make decisions. It's time to act, time to move, and you're like hesitating. Oh, maybe I need to think about this more. Maybe I need to look at this from 50 billion perspectives again. You've already analyzed everything that you needed to analyze. Like, if you have already decided that this is going to fulfill you, that this is going to have you enter a different chapter in your life that's going to make you happy, what's there to lose? Like, you need to also embrace this manifestation mindset that I, on this channel and on my tarot pages, everywhere you find me, a little less on threads, because I don't use it as much to text as Twitter. Like, Twitter seems, I don't know, easier, whatever. But on most of my platforms, I try to encourage people to look into law of assumption and get into their manifestation game, because their lives would be so much easier if only they did that. I don't want people to be miserable. I don't want people to not get what they want. So you, Aries, right now, to free yourself, to go after your free spirit and your go-getter energy, you need to embrace law of assumption and expect things to work out instead of expecting them to go bad. And for there to be consequences if you don't think well enough about your moves. There's not gonna be any consequence. Your intuition is guiding you towards the right place, right time, right things, right decisions, but you're second guessing them, you're questioning them. And you don't need to do that. You need to focus to follow your own instincts. Okay, Aries? This is where it's at right now. It could be love too. Like, you can apply this in love too. You may be shrinking yourself, not being who you really are. You're making your emotions smaller because people can't deal with them. And overall, even if you're not regulated within, the best thing to do is to shut them down. You know, you don't have to do that. You need to find a way to regulate them. That's all. You don't need to go from one extreme to the other, because what's the other extreme? It's you being completely out of your energy, a depleted, depressed version of self. You don't want to be that. It's not going to make you happy ever. So get out. I don't want to be mean and sound like I'm just yelling at you, but Spirit is like very strict with y'all. The energy that I'm channeling is a very cocky energy of chop chop, do it now. What the fuck are you doing right now? So I usually try not to cuss in my readings, but maybe I'm gonna do it more from now on, because I also want to be my authentic self. And whoever wants to be here with me wants to be here with me. It doesn't make me less of a spiritual person or a tarot reader. So again, Spirit is saying chop chop, just do it. What are you doing right now? Like, Spirit doesn't understand that you're being pushed to one direction, you are resisting it through all of those self-imposed limitations, and then you feel like this, like you're in the middle, you're being pulled in 50 billion directions and you don't know what to do. Stop. Cut the thread. Get off of the hangman position. Make decisions, follow your heart, okay? This is what spirits want you to do. All right, Aries, I hope this was helpful, and it was a reading that you can relate to, that it provided you the guidance that you needed. I'm sorry if you kept hearing like a weird sound on the background. It's just the alarm system, and it tells when whatever there's movement. But anyways, thank you so much for watching, and welcome back to me. Hopefully I'm going to do more readings, and again, I hope you guys have the best day of your lives, and every day feels like the best day of your lives. You take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.
It feels amazing to be financially free.